Julius Caesar used his victories in the Gallic Wars to strengthen his political power in Rome through a strategy that closely matched the idea of bread and circuses. The phrase refers to the use of entertainment, public rewards, and emotional spectacle to keep the population satisfied and supportive of political leaders. Caesar understood that military success alone was not enough to gain lasting influence. He needed the Roman people to see him as a heroic figure who brought wealth, glory, and excitement to their lives. The Gallic Wars, fought between 58 BCE and 50 BCE, expanded Roman territory into much of modern France and surrounding regions. Caesar used these campaigns not only for conquest, but also as a political tool. Every victory produced opportunities for public celebration. Returning soldiers marched in triumphs through the streets of Rome, while crowds gathered to watch displays of captured weapons, treasure, and prisoners from conquered tribes. These triumphs transformed warfare into public entertainment. Roman citizens who had never seen the battlefield could still experience the excitement and pride of victory through these large spectacles. Caesar also distributed wealth gained from the wars to the people of Rome. Conquests brought enormous amounts of gold, slaves, and tribute to the Roman economy. Caesar used some of his wealth to sponsor public games, feasts, and gladiator contests. Citizens received food and entertainment while associating Caesar's leadership with prosperity and excitement. This reflects the bread portion of bread and circuses, where leaders provide material benefits to maintain public support. The circus portion is equally important. Caesar organized elaborate public games that distracted citizens from political tensions within Rome. During this period, the Roman Republic faced corruption, class conflict, economic inequality, and power struggles among many elites. Many ordinary citizens were frustrated with the Senate and traditional political institutions. Caesar used military victories and public spectacles to redirect attention away from these internal problems. Instead of focusing on unrest at home, the public focused on Rome's growing power and Caesar's image as a victorious leader. Caesar also carefully controlled the narrative surrounding the Gallic Wars. He wrote commentaries on the Gallic War, a detailed account of his campaigns that portrayed him as intelligent, brave, and necessary for Rome's survival. These writings acted almost like ancient political advertising. Roman citizens received a steady stream of stories describing Caesar defeating dangerous enemies and bringing glory to the Republic. Combined with public celebrations and games, these stories strengthened emotional loyalty toward him. In many ways, Caesar's use of war, spectacle, and public rewards became a model for later Roman emperors. He demonstrated that military victories could be turned into entertainment and political influence. By feeding the population, entertaining the masses, and surrounding himself with images of triumph and national pride, Caesar gained enormous popularity. His actions showed how bread and circuses could help a leader maintain power while weakening attention toward deeper political problems within society. Julius Caesar understood that entertainment could be one of the most powerful tools for gaining public support. In ancient Rome, large public spectacles were not simply celebrations or leisure activities. They were political events designed to influence public opinion, increase loyalty, and strengthen the reputation of important leaders. Caesar used games, festivals, triumphs, and gladiator contests to connect himself with the Roman people and reinforce the circus side of the concept known as bread and circuses. One of Caesar's most important methods was sponsoring extravagant public games. Roman citizens expected entertainment from wealthy politicians, but Caesar expanded these spectacles to an entirely new level. He organized gladiator contests, theatrical performances, athletic competitions, and public feasts that drew enormous crowds. These events created excitement throughout Rome and made Caesar appear generous and powerful. Citizens who attended these spectacles often associated their enjoyment and public celebrations directly with Caesar himself. Caesar also used triumphs as entertainment. A Roman triumph was a massive parade celebrating military victory, and Caesar turned these events into unforgettable spectacles. Crowds lined the streets to watch soldiers march through Rome carrying treasure captured during the Gallic Wars. Prisoners from conquered territories were displayed to demonstrate Rome's dominance and Caesar's military success. Exotic animals, music, costumes, and public ceremonies transformed war into a dramatic public performance. The people of Rome became emotionally invested in Caesar's victories because they experienced them through these exciting celebrations. Entertainment also helped Caesar create a personal image larger than life. Public spectacles constantly placed him at the center of attention. During games and festivals, Caesar appeared before huge crowds dressed in elaborate clothing and surrounded by symbols of victory and authority. This public visibility helped him build a direct relationship with ordinary citizens rather than relying only on support from the Senate or aristocracy. Many Romans began to see Caesar not simply as a politician, but as the embodiment of Roman greatness itself. Another important aspect of Caesar's entertainment strategy was distraction. During the final years of the Roman Republic, Rome faced serious political instability. There were conflicts between wealthy elites and poorer citizens, corruption within government, and fear of civil war. Large public spectacles gave the population something else to focus on. Gladiator games, races, and festivals created emotional excitement that temporarily shifted attention away from economic hardship and political tension. This is one of the clearest examples of the circus idea in Bread and Circuses. The entertainment helped keep the population engaged, satisfied, and emotionally connected to the state and its leader. Caesar's spectacles also promoted nationalism and unity. Public celebrations reminded citizens of Rome's military strength and expanding empire. Watching triumphs and games encouraged pride in Roman identity. Caesar carefully connected his own image to the success of Rome itself, making criticism of him seem almost unpatriotic to some supporters. The emotional atmosphere created during these events strengthened loyalty not only to Caesar but also to the idea of Roman superiority and destiny. In the end, Caesar showed that entertainment could be more than recreation. It could become a political weapon. Through games, triumphs, and public spectacles, he gained popularity, shaped public opinion, and built personal power on a massive scale. His use of entertainment helped establish a model later emperors would continue for centuries, proving that spectacle and distraction could be just as important to political power as military strength or laws.